welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a 2022 forecast, horoscope, whatever you want to call it. And let's go ahead and get straight into it, okay? Any information that you may be needing to book your own 2022 year ahead spread, check out the information listed below. It will be there, and right above that will be my Patreon if you want to join my exclusive community over there where I post extendeds and all that jazz. But let's go ahead and get into it. Let's talk about what I sense for you for the year. So this year feels very healing for you guys. You guys are releasing a lot. You guys are not holding on to this outdated perspective anymore. This like, woe is me, my life has been so hard, and you know, this struggle love energy as well. You guys are like really letting go of that and stepping into a space of being more optimistic or happy, and kind of like learning from your past instead of like harboring onto, which is the difference. You know, you can learn from your past and still hold on to the resentment, versus healing where you let go of the experience itself and you forgive that person for the wrong that they've done and release them onto their merry way so that you can be happy yourself. So that's what I see for this year. It feels like you guys are like releasing a lot of old, outdated feelings, emotions, a thought process, all of that. Also, some of you may even go into the field of becoming a healer. This may be you like learning more about tarot, or some of you already have spiritual gifts where you're clairaudient, clairsentient. There's a whole bunch, I could list them all, but you may have very specific spiritual gifts that you may be wanting to like explore this year to help others. Or like a healer in the sense of like becoming a doctor or doing something with herbs, you know? So that looks really, really cool for you guys. I definitely get the energy of also some of you going into like holistic practices. This could be you trying to also eat cleaner. Some of you may be going back into being vegan or being vegan in the first place, pescatarian. I do see that stuff. Now, another thing I'm kind of getting here, so some of you may fully start to commit yourself to some sort of relationship here, where you may have been like, I don't know about this person, I'm not sure. This person could be really proving themselves to you that, okay, they're serious, they really want to be with me, and you could be starting to take that person even more serious because they're showing you that they're serious. So something that may have been just like, okay, well, I'll just see where this kind of goes, turns into, okay, I really love this person. Like, I really want to be with this person. And some of you may get married this year, and it may happen so quickly, like over months of knowing this person, because you guys feel so like compatible. This person feels like they just match your energy and that they're moldable too. So yeah, some of you guys may really commit yourself to a person. And if not a person, this could be you committing yourself to like a new business, a new job, something on social media. Okay, I do see some of you guys may be renegotiating some sort of contract here as well this year. What I will say is, if you do have any contracts that come up this year, make sure that you're reading them and that you're not just signing anything, because you may miss some important details. All right. Now another thing I'm kind of getting, legal stuff is going to be wrapping up this year. Spirit is saying it's going to be a fair outcome with any sort of like legal stuff that you may be struggling with. And when I say fair outcome, not saying that it's just going to like all the way go in your favor, but it's going to be fair. It's going to definitely be fair. You're going to definitely get the fair end of the deal. Okay, so I get the energy that some of you may move again. This may be like after a recent move, you may move again because you find like a better place. So that's why I'm saying definitely make sure that you read contracts or before you sign anything important this year, make sure that you really think things through, because like down the line something better may come along, or you may kind of want to backtrack a little bit on the thing that you may have signed. So just be aware of that. But this feels like a year of balance. I really get a lot of energy of peacefulness. Definitely stay away from the urge of entertaining any drama people may bring your way, because this year it feels like don't kill my vibe. Like literally, I'm hearing Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe by Kendrick Lamar in my head right now. Listen to that song after this reading, okay? Because that's what this year feels like. You guys are just chilling. Things are mellow. Things are feeling good. And of course, you're going to have people who try to mess that up, all right? Or situations that try to mess that up. But I don't think that you guys are going to be letting things get under your skin like that. Okay, so this year you may, okay, so for my people who've been with their person for years now, your person may be acting extremely defensive this year. Like where it may have been like that already, it's like moving into 2022, it's like this person is even turning it up even more. It's like they're more so to themselves, the way they communicate, it's like on edge, or like this person has like an attitude problem, or they even operate out of ego where they're, you know, too good to apologize, or they never admit when they're wrong, or they just do certain things that you didn't like before. It's just like they do it in hyper drive in 2022. So you may have to kind of figure out what you're going to do with that situation, especially if it's becoming overbearing. But these are some of the things I intuitively feel. I'm going to go ahead and flip the camera so we can see more in depth what's going on here. If you want to, like I said, get your own personal reading, check out the information below, and let's flip the camera. Pisces, let's go ahead and see what 2022 has in store for you. What's the energy around my Pisces in the year 2022? Alrighty, it's going to be an 8-card spread. Okay, got cards falling. Oh, hold on. This deck is in reverse. Alrighty, perfect. So starting off with the overall theme, I have the 8 of Swords, which is the mentally stuck way. So the theme of this time frame, it really consists of you guys having to clear out mental blockages, and also this like mental constraint that you guys may have been trapped in 2021. You may have felt like your options were limited in love, your career, things like that. And even coming into 2022, I think in the beginning half, you guys are fighting against that. You're fighting against believing that you're limited to certain outcomes, or you're limited to certain experiences, and starting to see how like even your thought process may have been attracting those things to you just cause. This is also like you guys being confronted with the things that you've been putting off in terms of decisions. This could have a lot to do with your relationship or career stuff. Let's talk about that. So you could be overall just having to address things that have been plaguing you mentally, that you've been putting off to the side and waiting for it to kind of like somewhat resolve itself. So those are going to be some of the themes that are going to come up in 2022. But what I see in terms of your career, work, and finances, I have the 3 of Wands. And this is the future plans, gardens. And career-wise, a lot of you are thinking about the long term. A lot of you are trying to be idealistic. You're trying to think about like, okay, if I do this today, how is that going to affect me 3 months, 6 months down the line? So you guys are trying to be a visionary in terms of like, your career plans. You could be, if you're like doing something creative here, you could be like planting seeds now so that in 3 months, 6 months, they could start to kind of like blossom into full-on gardens, and you're making money, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Trying to plant your seeds now so that you guys can have a harvest in the later part of the year. A part of your career path you may decide to kind of walk away from, though. You could be feeling like you're evolving it, and you could be wanting to do something more creative or something that expresses who you are, essentially. Or like more so a passion here, if not creative. But what I see in regards to love, I do have the Three of Pentacles, which is the collaboration avenue. So some of you could be in a poly relationship. Some of you could be dating somebody who is still kind of tied up in a marriage but kind of like separated, or still live with the person they may have children with. Like, it may be an interesting circumstance for some of you. Your focus may be on this for most of the year for my people who are in that circumstance, okay? A lot of you could be trying to make things work even though the circumstance is a little bit weird. But I see that you guys really do care about this person, so you guys will pretty much do what you have to do to keep your relationship intact with this person. For my people who are just like in a relationship with someone, I get the energy of you guys trying to make things work. Even though you guys may have some rough patches, I'm not gonna lie. You may have some rough moments, you guys are still going to try to make it work. And there could be a lot of verbal clashing or ideals not really matching up. You may have one vision for the relationship, your person may have a different vision. And that could be confliction there, or just bad communication, things not getting through to your person, and things that your person thinks or wants you to understand may not be getting through to you. For my singles, you could be having to balance out your life. You could want to date, but you could be very unsure about doing so because you could have trust issues, and then you could have other things that you want to focus on and get in order in your life as a whole. Now, what I see in regards to your spiritual growth with the Temperance card, your spiritual growth is really going to come from you guys being patient, understanding that you can't just snap your fingers and think that things are just going to come to you. All right. As much as we would love life to be like that, in a sense, it doesn't really work like that. So this is like you guys building character from being diligent and working hard and being patient. Another thing I'm kind of seeing with the Temperance card, your spiritual growth is really going to come from you balancing out different aspects of yourself. Like, there may be so much energy within you. Like, okay, you may have a spiritual side, then you may have a more comical side, then you may have a more serious side. Like, you may have so many different aspects of yourself that it's kind of hard to keep up. And then it could also even cause you to go into like depression or having severe anxiety because you don't really know what to do with yourself sometimes. So like your spiritual growth is going to come from you knowing how to manage your own energy, basically. All right. But what I see in regards to the advice for you with the Ten of Cups, there's definitely a need for you to focus on strengthening your relationship with any family who you don't have the best relationship with. If you have a child with someone and you guys are just not co-parenting the best, this is the year to try to do that. Also, with the Ten of Cups, this is about doing things that make you happy. Instead of making decisions based off of fear and, trying to protect yourself, try to live your life. Some of you have been living in this box of fear. So that's what I see with that. Now, what will empower you? With the Death card, this is making changes within your life that you guys may have been putting off for some time here. This could have been you saying, you know what, I want to stop drinking. And it may have been taking you forever and a day to actually act on that. Trying to do that this year will actually make you empowered, happy, content, and put you in a space to where you feel like, dang, I can do anything. This could be you removing yourself from certain things. Anything that you may have been putting off, that you've been saying like, yeah, I really want to stop doing this, or I really want to stop entertaining this. By you actually trying your best to do so, that's what's going to empower you this year. Now, what you need to focus on with the Knight of Wands, we have Messenger of Acting First and Thinking Later. What's going to need to be your main focus is getting your energy in order. I think that's why the Temperance card came up here earlier in the spread, excuse me. Your energy is all over the place. One moment you guys are like fiery, you're ready to go, you have the right mindset, like you guys are a trailblazer, and then other moments you get like severe burnout, or you're not being consistent enough. This is like starting something and then stopping, starting and then stopping. So anything that you're starting and stopping, especially a passion, creative thing, actions that you're taking to better your life, you guys need to be consistent. And that's what you need to be focusing on. And also working on like anger as well, and your response to things, how you respond to things. And also like being careful of being too impulsive this year, or making decisions and not really thinking them through all the way. Now, your most important lesson this year with the Ten of Wands, this is all about releasing baggage. This year is going to be about releasing baggage. What else? Ten of Wands. This feels like you guys also have to release things that are burdensome, things that, okay, this could be people, habits, addictions, family situations. Like something here is like extremely stressful, and it like drags your energy down. So there may be lessons surrounding the people that you keep around you, and how they may drag your energy down, and how you need to separate yourself from those things. Anything that is a burden, it's knowing like what you should put up with and what you shouldn't. Also knowing when enough is enough, essentially. Why is the Ten of Wands here as the important lesson? Yeah. Also, okay, so you guys may learn an important lesson around like the fact that certain burdens that you guys do have is mainly because you guys haven't made decisions fast enough. Like when you sit on certain decisions for too long, an example, like your career. If you're in a situation where your career is all over the place, your finances go through highs and lows consistently, it could become more of an exasperated problem if you kind of put it off to the side and you don't make a decision about it. So this year is about like not letting things pile up on you so that you get to this energy of having imbalances, you know? Also, this year is going to really put you in this grind mode of hard work, especially if you have 2 streams of income. So there may be some lessons around that, balancing out your life with all the stuff that you may have to get done this year. But this is what I see. I hope I put things in perspective, and I wish you an awesome year of 2022.